Hello, this is Pavel with a Java exercise which we will be using some object orientation. We will be creating and implementing a class called dog that contains an instance data representing the dog's name and age. We will define the constructor of the class and accept and initialize the instance data. In other words, the user will supply the name and age. We will instantiate or initialize it in the constructor. We will include a method that returns the age of the dog in person's year, which is basically the dog's age multiplied by 7. And we will also include the create a driver class called Kennel, whose main method instantiates and updates several dog objects. Okay, so I already created a class dog, and I have the class Kennel with the main method in it. It's all empty. So let's do the dog. So we need the name, which is gonna be a string, and it's gonna be name, and I will make it a private. It's by default, but I like to explicitly say that it's private, and integer age. So these are our two. This is the name and age that the user will supply. So we need to go to our constructor and let the user supply name and integer of age. And we will simply assign our name, the private variable's name, to the user supplied name, and the private variable age to this user supplied age. That's why I use the underscore in front of my private variables. Otherwise, it would be kind of confusing. And I want to name them the same, so I know name is name, age is age. Anyway, so we have the constructor. Now let's do some getters and setters. So our public string get name, and we will return the name, just like that. And we will also do a getter for the age. We don't need to do the setter because it's already being set in the constructor. You could, but in this exercise we're not going to be really using it in anywhere else other than in constructor. So get age, and we will return the value of the age that is stored in a private variable after the object is being created. Okay, so now we have this. Let's do the method for the calculation. So get person years, for example, and this will simply return the age. But instead of typing the age or using the variable directly, we use the getter method. So we will do get age, whatever the value is stored in there, multiplied by 7. That will give us the dog's age in person's years. And we need the toString method. So I'll do public string to string, and this one will simply return, and I will do integer to string. I will format it this way, and again we will not we're returning the I'm sorry, you know what, we need to return the name and the age as well. So this will return the name of the dog is, and we will return the get name plus, let's do a new line, the dog's age in person years is, and we will now simply do the get age. So we will return the whole string. It will say the name of the dog is, then we go return the name, and on the new line we will do the same for the dog's age. Okay, so now we can go to our kennel and create some objects. So we need the string name for the dog's name that the user will supply. We need the integer age for the age. I'll initialize it to 0. And we need the scanner because I need the user to supply the values. So over here I will do, of course, import java.utils.scanner. Okay, and so now we have to, of course, instantiate the scanner equals new scanner, and we do the system.in. So we have everything ready. Now we can do our system.out print line. Please enter the dog's name and age. Okay, and we'll do it all in one line. So our name will equal scan.next for the string, and our age will equal to scan. Oops, I want this on a new line, of course. Age equals scan.next integer. Now we could just hard code it, we could simply create an object, which we are going to do now after we close the scanner. So scan.close, and now we create the object dog. I'll name it lowercase dog equals new dog name. We'll pass the parameters, which is the name and age, to the constructor, and now we have the object. Now instead of doing it this way, asking for the input, I could simply go here and enter, I don't know, Bruno or something. I don't know dogs' names much. And age, I would add, let's say 10. And we could do several dogs. We could name this dog 1, dog 2. In fact, maybe we could do that. But let me just show you first with the user input, and then we'll do it the other way. So now system.out.println, and all we have to print now is the dog, and it will call the string method of the dog class, and it will output the name and the age in it. So if I run it, I enter the dog's name, so again I'll do Bruno, and the age 7, and over here it says the name of the dog is Bruno, the dog's age in person's years is 7, which is wrong. It's supposed to be 7 times 7, which is 49. And that's probably because I'm returning the age of the dog. What I'm supposed to be returning is the get person's years. That's what I need. This is simply the age that the user entered. So let me try it again. So I'll say Bruno and 7, and here you go. Now it's 49, so it's correct. Now we could do one by one, one at a time. We could simply keep asking the user for the names and the age. Now, so let's do it for the dog, but over here I will also do dog 2 equals new dog, and I will name him my name, which is Pavel, and an age, the dog's age, I don't know, 5 for example. And I will do another dog 3. Oops, dog 3 equals new dog. This one I will call Pedro, which is the name of my dog. And Pedro will be, I don't know how old is he. We got him from the shelter, but I think he might be around 4. Okay. And I got dog 4 equals new dog. This one is called Anna, which is my second dog, and I think she's 8 So now we have a dog that we created from the user and data and passed it to the constructor, and now we have dog 2, 3, and 4 with already hard-coded values in it directly in the constructor. So now I will output, I will just copy paste this, dog 1, dog 2, and so this is dog 2, dog 3, and dog 4. So now when I run it, first it will ask me to enter the dog's name and age. So again, I will do Bruno and I will do 7. But when I press enter, it will go display the Bruno and 49, and then it will go and display Pavel and 25, Pedro and 16. Pavel and 35 because 5 times 7, Pedro, which would be 4 times 7, so 28, and Anna, which would be 8 times 7, 56. So here you go. The dog's name is Bruno, age is 49. That's what we entered. And these are the dogs that we created manually directly in the main method. And the calculation works fine. If it's 5 times 7 is 35, 28, and 8 times 7, 56. So this is how you do it. It's a fairly simple concept at this moment. I mean, we don't have any inheritance and any of the other more complex stuff. This is simply an object creation. I like it. I really like this object orientation. So, but I know that it's a little different concept, and it's not too easy to understand, especially if you come out from like a structured programming. You simply call your methods and your functions and all that. But it's the way to do it, and I hope this exercises that I'm doing on my channel are helping you. I hope this one helps you, and I will see you next time. Take care.